day that those pitch-hearted tyrants in Atlanta have been trying to prevent for over a year. We are at sea. It's a little bit late. It's 8 o'clock, so not too late getting started on the day. I will be, of course, starting with breakfast. I'm going to go to the Windjammer, which is open for breakfast and lunch only, even today on sea day. And then I have the normal complement of morning activities. I think there's a 9 o'clock trivia and then a 10 o'clock trivia with the team. And then my first definite new thing is the art auction. That is today at 12:45. I'm going to go to that, which means I won't be able to go to one of the specialties for lunch. I was thinking about doing that, but anyway, one more sea day for those. Or maybe I could go to dinner. I don't know. You know what? It's today. It's a sea day. I really shouldn't have this many plans, but I do because I'm just so excited to do everything. I shouldn't be this excited because I should be all bored doing this. I should have been doing this for over a year, but no. We are finally back, and we are going to like it, and I really hope it pisses them off. I am breakfasting in the Windjammer this morning. One of the reasons is the menu in the main dining room for breakfast does not change, so I think I'll be able to get through everything over the next couple of days down there, so wanted to come up here and try what the crew has put on for us at the breakfast hour. Anyway, forgot to show you, but what is on that plate was a sticky bun, something called bread and butter pudding, 2 chicken sausages, and it's right there. I'm trying not to look because that would just be rude, wouldn't it? And I really should remember because I've just been eating it. Corned beef hash and turkey. That was an interesting find on a breakfast buffet, sliced turkey, but anyway, glad to have it. It was quite good, and great choice coming up here. There's a lot more on the spread, so I think tomorrow or the next day I'll be back, try a few more things. The Indian station does look like it rotates. There was something there yesterday that I was hoping would be back, but it's not. That's fine. Maybe it'll be back. I have noticed most other cruises, it does rotate, but on a very, very short cycle. Either way, I'm gonna finish up and move on to the next step. What? Pretty terrific breakfast here in the Windjammer. It's very strange. The food has gotten significantly better after the first 2 days. So, I don't know, maybe they're just trying to use up all the leftovers from the last cruise. Alright, these guys keep creeping me out. We just finished up morning trivia in the Imperial Lounge. Met the team. I was early this time, thankfully. And we won, of course. I don't know where people get the idea that this is just for fun. We play to win, so just be aware of that. Now it is time to not eat, but I think you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and check on the Flowrider and see if the water slides are open, because I haven't seen them in the schedule, although I haven't been looking really closely. Not really used to the electronic version. I still like the paper cruise compass, but whatever. I came to check the menu, which I find oddly satisfying and comforting. Looks like they have 2 interesting options. I will have to get here maybe early. I do have an event, the auction, to go to at 12:45. So if I want to try the Mediterranean lamb pizza and pulled pork barbecue sandwich, or no, barbecued pulled pork sandwich, it doesn't really matter. Got to get here early. And the risotto looks good too. I have not seen the Solarium bar open once this whole trip, and it's doubtful it will open. The water slides are open. I am going to anticipate them being open every day for at least a limited amount of time. So maybe I'll get to them this afternoon, but definitely tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow is Cozumel. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do. I made it to the dining room for a quick lunch before the art auction, so I have about 40 minutes. I think we can get it all in. The good news is I finally finished the selfie scavenger hunt. Unfortunately, we did not win. We actually got all the pictures. There were only 10 of them, and the ship's not that big relatively. So we got everything, but we were the third team back, which put us a couple of points behind. Anyway, glad to have done it. So, time for lunch. They've got a couple good things. Well, a couple things that look good that I want to try, and then off to the first really new thing of this trip. I'm not counting Coco Cay. Okay, I don't have any food yet, but we're gonna get started anyway. This is the smoked potato soup. Okay, potato soup has tremendous potential, but also great risk. I really think somebody got fired because that was a really good soup. And potato soup, for whatever reason, is difficult to pull off, but it was warm and thick and creamy and supple and had a great flavor profile, completely different from what I had the first couple of nights. So just keep this up and we'll be good. I will forgive everything. This is the Mediterranean pita. It is a grilled lamb in 2 pitas with basically a Greek salad on the side. And I will again compliment them on the presentation. And the dining room is on a roll. That was very, very good. I heard yesterday, I think it was, that the burrito was part of a new menu they're trying out. This has to be part of that because based on my previous experience, I would almost call this experimental. And it is working very well. Thoroughly enjoyable. So if you like the Mediterranean flavors, yeah, definitely give this a try. The lamb was very well seasoned. It was actually seasoned. The tzatziki was good. It was actually good. And the veggies were fresh and yeah, okay, definitely gotta remember this. The Mediterranean pita was so good I had to order something else. Yeah, okay, I was gonna order it anyway. You probably knew that already. This is the barbecue pulled pork sandwich with fries and coleslaw, and great presentation. Looking at it, I do have a preconceived notion, which is perfectly fine, by the way. Let's see if it holds up, or we are in for another surprise. I will say, though, that the good dishes are still a surprise until it's clearly consistent. All right, here we go. The barbecue pulled pork, good. In a way that I would expect a first-class meal on a transcon service to be good. The weird part, the sauce on the pork and on the side were different, which makes me wonder how this dish was assembled, right? Now, if I'm correct, I will say they made good choices for the individual components. So it was good, but a little bit, I don't know, industrial? Maybe a good word? Surprise, surprise, it is key lime pie. Now, I think I got key lime pie on the first night, and it's probably the same. And if you look, you can already tell why this will fail. But it's a dessert, and just gonna finish it up and head out. I hope I'm not late for the auction. Well, I'm late for the auction, but I hope that doesn't matter. And because you are wondering, I did check the menu. So why is there a lemon slice on key lime pie? Yeah, the key lime pie was the same. The filling was actually really good, but it failed completely because a pastry crust. And we all know that that is absolutely unforgivable. So gonna try to make that auction now, and just to see what it is. Don't think I'll buy anything, but who knows? Weirder things have happened. I'm in the back of the room, and they're doing the auction. I got here super late, but they just started, so I'm not really sure how that works. And the auction is just a regular auction. There was one big $85,000 Peter Max. Nobody bid, but they went through the whole process. Okay, and there is no champagne. I'm not really sure if that's a protocol issue, or maybe they just forgot, like first cruise back. I don't know, but a guest actually mentioned it. I think they're trying to do something about that right now. So, okay, good effort. Anyway, waiting for the next auction to start. I think we've been through 20 pieces. I think they sold 2, and the announcement earlier said there were over 100. I'm not going to stay for the whole thing, that's for sure. But it's interesting. The weather forecast for tomorrow in Cozumel, not so great. Greater than 50% chance of showers for a lot of the day, which means it's going to rain, and some rather intense winds, Captain mentioned. So I probably will not get off the ship. It would have taken a lot to get me off the ship anyway, but if it's going to be raining and winding, it's not even worth doing the only thing I might have considered doing. So for me, it's going to be just another sea day, so I can look forward to that. I'm headed to the Sky Bar. I hope it's open, because I think it's today and tomorrow. Not tomorrow, today and Thursday. That's it. As for the auction, okay, it was interesting. I'm glad I went. They go through this whole process, even for these like many tens of thousands of dollars worth of art, and nobody bought them. A couple of things did sell in the low thousands of dollar range, so I guess people do actually buy art on these ships. Well, they wouldn't do it if they didn't, I suppose. And if you like looking at art and hearing an explanation about each piece and maybe about the artist, some really long lecture with clapping intermittently, it could be kind of interesting and fun. Not for me. I was not going to buy anything, and just sitting and looking at art, not really my thing. So I'm glad I did it. Now I know what it's like, and yeah, that was great. They did not get the champagne, but what they did manage to do was have one of the servers from Schooner Bar come down and deliver the guests their drinks. Okay, well, I'm gonna brave the light drizzle. No, it looks like it's done, and go maybe hang out at Sky Bar for a little while. Yes, it is breezy up here, but in what should be a relatively common occurrence for thousands of people is something actually, in a weird way, special. There's Cuba. Haven't seen that land in quite a while. In fact, last time might have been when I went there 3 years ago on Norwegian Sun, in fact. So far, it's been a random day aboard, which is pretty normal. Have been going just from event to walking around the ship to other things. I just left Harry Potter trivia. I did not play. I did not even attempt to play because I would have gotten probably a 0. I didn't understand, I don't think, any of the questions. And in fact, the one question that I should have gotten quickly and easily, I didn't. It was, what is the eatery in Diagon Alley? And yes, despite the fact that I have eaten there and enjoyed it many, many times, I did not realize it was, in fact, the Cauldron. Anyway, before I forget, a couple things about yesterday. Nothing huge. One, at Thrills, the shoe situation is a little muddy, although I guess it is kind of clear. When I got there, I asked the people up front that seemed to be kind of management-y, and they said, yeah, the shoes on the slides and everything are fine. Get to the slides, and it's a different story. So, yes, no. Initially, nobody said anything. Then later in the afternoon, then yes, I was told no shoes on the slides. So, no shoes on the slides. Bit frustrating because the story's changed, but, well, it is written on the board. However, I will point out that it is very strange that they do not allow shoes which are essentially attached to you, cannot come off, but other things are allowed? Eventually we're going to talk about rules and how they have to make sense for people to accept them, and why a lot of the problems in life and society are because of, well, like I keep saying, stupid rules created by stupid people. Anyway, there is one more thing, and just right back. I was charged for drinks on the island from a couple of the establishments. It should all be connected, but on the island they're not fully integrated, so they do still write down the guest checks, and it made it to my account, but when it was entered, I guess it wasn't either credited to my package or it's not automatically credited to my package, which is strange because it only happened twice, and I definitely got more than 2 drinks on the island. No, I did not. I only got the 2. Yes, only 2. Anyway, and there was another thing that happened. Be right back. but I still can't remember what it is, so I will have to tell you later.
Come on up again.
We are here in, I guess this would be the Gulf of Mexico. I haven't checked the map recently. And I'm so sorry I could not get the camera out quick enough, but we just saw a whale out there. And I guess he just popped up, maybe she, for a breath, and then dived back down. So that was pretty special, and I think probably the most exciting thing that happened up in the lounge all afternoon. Well, I'm going to continue walking about before I go and get changed for dinner. It's I think it's like 5:30. I don't even know, which is great. And having such a wonderful time out here. Everything seems like it's almost back to normal, except for some of the weirdness that's still going on. And I am very happy, very, very happy to be part of the uncanceling of life. I'm so sorry, Princess. I just realized I have not been properly crediting our gorgeous ship for this tremendous event. So I will, from now on, remind everybody that we are all having a terrific time aboard the uncanceled adventure of the seas. I have not seen these occupied once, and there is a reason, but maybe we'll try and sneak under the velvet rope tomorrow. Taking a quick break here with Vision of the Seas. I made my reservation for dinner, so I have to go and do a quick costume change and head over there and to try the menu tonight. Looks pretty good, so I think I know I'm going to get all ready, and hopefully I will be able to finish up maybe before the first show, but now that I think about it, I don't think that's going to happen, but that's okay. There will be another one at 10:30, and I don't know, might be another quiet night. I think a lot of people are going to stay on board tomorrow. The weather in Cozumel not going to be that great. I think I said this before, so that's going to keep me on board. And I just realized that in order to get off the ship and go into Mexico, we have to, well, wear certain very unfashionable accessories. So I'm going to stay on board where we don't have to do that. It's fine. Been to Cozumel before, so I'm not missing anything, and I will be back. Anyway, I'm also waiting just because my terrific stateroom attendant is finishing up in there, so... Okay, it was a very interesting day, just getting back into the swing of things, going to trivias and some of the shows. The ice show was spectacular. Let me tell you, if you're ever, what am I talking about? When we are on a royal ship with the ice show, we are all going to go see it. It's going to be fantastic. And I hope he's done, because I am, as expected, getting hungry, so I'm ready for dinner. I had no idea it was this late. Time superflies. Yes, when you are having fun, and that's what you do now that we are back cruising finally. And I still really hope that pisses them off. Returned for my evening costume change to find a lovely little animal waiting for me. Always a pleasure, and a cruise compass, something that a lot of guests have mentioned they are not receiving, and I don't think they're supposed to. However, I think I should compliment my excellent stateroom attendant for noticing that I have been getting the cruise compass, because, and I did mention this, I kind of like having the paper version. It's easier to read than the app, so thank you, and I definitely will have this with me all day tomorrow as I stay on the ship. After a quick costume change, I am headed back to the dining room, although I have to go down one level. Us plebs cannot sit on the balconies in the Sapphire dining room. Anyway, I will probably say goodbye now for the day, even though there's hopefully a lot more fun and frivolity to happen throughout the evening. But I'm about to have dinner, and you know what that means. A lot of eating and a lot of talking. So I will, I don't know, continue this later. Well, today was great. It was really great to just get back into a sea day, something I've been looking forward to for so long, something that, well, all of us on board, I'm sure, have also been looking forward to, completely unnecessarily canceled, but we are back. And I did have to visit guest services because a couple of the bars on the island did charge me for my drink, even though I do have the package. Other than that, it's been a pretty, routine day. Rained a little bit, not necessarily unusual. So between the drizzling and the charges, which were immediately removed, I guess I still am thankful for my problems.